Well, Barbara's going to win the weather competition this morning. I'm saying 24 degrees. Believe me, I still think we're going to get there. Plenty of day to go. It is Friday, coming into a brand new weekend, May 14th. And got to welcome everybody along on Facebook Live now. Now, let me do this first.
Galaxy 107fm.
And today I'm absolutely elated because, believe me, all week I've been saying this is going to be the pinnacle interview of the week. It really, really is. Two young ladies coming out of Houston, Texas, and believe me, I know you love them. You've been requesting them like crazy here at Galaxy. In fact, the receptionist is saying, please, let's do the interview. So we're going to do it and kick it off with Cut You Off, coming out of Houston. Yes, here's WildFire at Galaxy. So how are you feeling?
Good, yeah. How are you?
Oh, hey, look, I'm great. Absolutely great. Just before we start, just something I ask everybody pretty much is, have you ever tried vegan sausages?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah? Are you vegans yourselves?
We were vegan for 1.5 years, and we just recently started adding fish back into our diet, but we still do no dairy, no eggs, no animal meat.
Okay. Do they taste like real other meat sausages? They do?
I think that sausages do, but like bacon and chicken, like vegan bacon and chicken, don't taste like. But somehow, I know in America we have Morningstar is like the main vegan sausage, and it does taste like real sausage.
Okay. That's, believe me, around here we wouldn't know because, believe me, none of us are vegans. But we're sympathetic to the cause. We like to find out all the skinny on it, literally. By the way, technology's great, isn't it? I can watch you watching us watching you.
Yeah.
Just click onto the photo, I think.
Just click on the photo. There we go. Anthony Ligori's watching again. Nice to have you on board, brother. This is our resident Elvis. And have you ever heard of the Hammond brothers?
They'd be too young, these girls.
No.
Okay, well, believe me, they're Hall of Famers, literally, and they tour around the countryside. And Anthony tours with them from time to time doing an Elvis show. They're actually doing a TV series right now together. So, nice to have you on board. Yeah, absolutely. You never know, Anthony. Might recommend to put a couple of young ladies on it. What do you reckon? There's a thought. So if you get somebody called Anthony Ligori getting in touch with you saying, hey, listen, I saw you on a show and I want to put you on a TV show, blame me at the end of the day, okay? It'll probably be my fault. I'm a big fan. Now, I got to be honest with you girls, I've been an engineer for almost 40 years, not only as a studio engineer, but a front of house engineer as well. I've travelled the world with many, many famous bands over the years. And it's not often that I find a band that I absolutely get fascinated about. And I'm very fascinated with your work. I really, really am. So please excuse me. I'm going to talk a lot about your work. We're not going to play ads through it. It's about you guys. It's about your music. And it's about how you write, all that sort of stuff. Okay?
Amazing. Sounds good.
Nice. Nice. Let's do it. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. It is 15 after 11 o'clock, 21 degrees. You know, only a couple of degrees off Barbara's prediction this morning. Kind of worried about that, but, you know, mine's 24, so we'll scoot on past No worries, literally. Friday, May the 14th, and I'm absolutely elated, folks. I really, really am, because today, and I've been looking forward to this for some time now, I really have, meeting in person coming out of Houston, Texas, is Kayla and Kelly, aka WildFire. Welcome to Galaxy, folks.
Thank you so much for having us. Excited to be here today.
It is an absolute pleasure to have you on board. It really, really is now, believe me. We've been playing your music quite a bit, and I'm finding, well, you know, I can't get through a breakfast show these days without playing at least one or two WildFire tracks. Now, you guys were born to sing, really, weren't you?
Yeah, I kind of feel like we were.
Yeah, we can hear it in your voices, and believe me, we're going to love following you guys through your careers. We really, really are here at Galaxy, and, well, let's go back and, you know, you're 6 years of age, right? This is your big day, this is your big years, isn't it?
Yes, I mean, it's really surprising to see kind of like how far we've come in the past almost, I guess, 6 years now.
Absolutely fantastic, and I got to, you know, commend your parents by, well, they were your first discovery, really, weren't they? They got behind you, and, well, the roads have all opened up for you. Believe me, I've got the skinny. I've been reading up on you guys, and I'm absolutely fascinated, especially I want to talk to you a little later on about being advocates for equality and fairness of genres of female artists, stuff like that, you know what I mean? And you've also been to Dollywood, haven't you?
Yes, we love Dollywood.
Now, did you, were you a nominee for the Josie Awards as well?
Yes, that actually did happen.
Very cool, because I want to talk to you about that. A good friend of ours here at Galaxy, believe me, 10-time Josie Award winner herself. I'll have a chat to you about that, but we started off the show with Cut You Off. Now, okay, tell me a little bit about this. Give me the skinny on the lyrics here. How did you come to this?
Yeah, so Cut You Off is kind of an idea that came to Kayla, and we all co-wrote on it with Annika Bennett, and it's kind of just an idea about when toxic people are in your life, whether it's a relationship, a friendship, even like a relationship with your parents, and you kind of just have to space yourself away from that person, and it might be hard and you might love them, but sometimes it's just best to take a break from that situation. Yeah, and just protecting your own peace first.
You know, that's very mature. It really, really is. Now, at the same time, don't forget, these young ladies are still very young ladies in the music industry. They really, really are. I think they're going to go places, and not too far away either, too, by the way. These young ladies are going to be a big hit around the world very, very shortly, and we're certainly going to do something about that as well. Now, having said that, Kaylee, you're still in high school, aren't you?
Yes, actually, I'm done tomorrow, surprisingly. It's my last day of high school.
Wow.
I loved that day. Absolutely. I couldn't wait to get away from high school, but then again, ended up in university after that, you know.
Yes.
Completely life-changing. School literally took a whole new meaning. High school, boring, don't want to know about it. In fact, more sports-orientated than book-orientated, you know what I mean, when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
That reversed literally when I went to university, and, well, before you know it, I ended up being a radio announcer of all things. Have you ever heard of Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
Okay, Peter Jackson actually went to the same university. We actually hung out there for a little while, so I know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the only problem with that, my friends, is I find it hard calling him Sir Peter now. You know what I mean? To me, he's Pete, go and crack a can, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but everybody, well, they're saying, literally, well, you got to treat him, he's knighted, right, of the realm. Believe me, if you ever saw some of his earlier movies, he wouldn't be knighted no time anywhere soon. But believe me, he is a very, very famous man here in New Zealand. Why I bring this up, literally, is where we are here in this office, about an hour and a half away, is literally the live set of Hobbiton.
Wow. That's incredible.
Now, just having...
Oh. You,
Dear radio, what have I done? There we go.
oh no, you're not.
Let's bring it up. Oh. Sorry about that, just pressed the wrong button. Unfortunately, you were dropping out on the microphone, so I had to try and do something about it. Can you say hello, just very, very quickly?
Hello.
Yeah, that works perfectly fine, yep. Believe me, the engineer over there, he's running around going, oh my God, what's happened? You know what I mean? So I apologise about that. But at the same time, now we were talking about Hobbiton, Lord of the Rings and everything like that. It's a surreal time right now with this COVID virus thing. Now, I kind of gather that you're not doing a lot of shows, live shows these days. Are you doing more writing right now?
Yes, so we actually have our first confirmed live performance coming up at the end of this month, and then from there on we have a few more, so it's starting to pick back up. We're both vaccinated, and a lot of people in Texas are, so, and in America in general. So things are definitely starting to look better, but yes, for the past, I guess it's been about a year and a half now, which is crazy. We have just been focusing on like writing and doing live streams on social media, recording, stuff like that.
Totally understand that, I really, really do. And believe me, I bet you can't wait to get back on stage again.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I kind of miss it myself, really. You know, as a band member, you feed off the energy of the crowd, and so does the crowd feed off the energy that's coming back off the band. With doing live shows on the internet and stuff like that, you just don't get you can't get dressed up and go to the lounge. It's not the same. Do you feel?
Yeah.
It really isn't. It's like, yeah, okay, it's good, but not that great. Now, at the same time, hold on to that. Now, give me the skinny on this one, because believe me, this one's getting quite a few requests here at Galaxy. Tell me all about it.
Yeah, so Hold On to That came out on our Been There EP about 2 years ago. And it's just a song about, you know, cherishing every single moment, being present, living in the moment, and, you know, just not taking anything for granted, whether that be your family or your significant other, your friends, and just holding on to it.
You know, believe me, when we first started doing this with WildFire here at Galaxy, we didn't say anything to anybody. We just started playing the music, and within days we were getting inundated by requests, people wanting to know more. Who, what, when, where, how. And Hold On to That was one of those songs where, well, it sort of resonated with our audio audience. So let's do it now, right here at Galaxy. Here's WildFire. They're joining us live out of Houston with Hold On to That. How you feeling, ladies?
Good, good.
Nice. Thank you for putting up with my accent too, by the way.
Oh, no problem.
I've had some people go, what did you say? Believe me. Seamus Fitz is joining us.
Yeah, he's Dan Washburn's co-writer.
Oh,
Hi,
okay.
Seamus.
Nice to meet you, Seamus. I've never met you before. Thank you for joining us.
And even Dan himself's on, Dan Washburn. Hi,
Oh,
Dan.
yeah, okay. Well, he says he really enjoyed the interview we did with Dan Washburn,
Yeah.
so thank you very much for the compliment. Two very wonderful young ladies, and I think they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the music industry in the near future. Literally, keep an eye out for WildFire. They're coming, they are, and they're here at Galaxy right now. Are you guys familiar with the Galaxy artist page that we have?
No, we're not.
Who do I talk to through your business page?
Yeah, who does Barbara talk to through your business page? Because we would love you to be able to use that. It's there for all artists. If you've got a gig, you've got a new song, you've got a shopping list, put it up there, because we have so many people. We're event managers, we have promoters, we have agents, we have radio, record labels, all sorts of people. Go and have a look at our page. So if you've got something you want to promote about yourselves, use it, and use the hell out of it, because believe me, you never know what might transpire. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. We'll definitely look into that.
Now, do you have a label?
No.
You don't? Okay. Well, you see, you never know what might come out of that, because we know a few people that have a few labels, and they look at our stuff all the time, so you never know. At the same time, I have a friend of mine who has a magazine in India. Okay, I feel sorry for the Indians right now, I really do. But he lives in a region with about 8 million people. And I'm sure he knows each and every one of them by first name, to be honest. But can we forward on some information to him so that he can put you in his magazine as well?
Of course, yeah.
Nice, nice. In the meantime, let's go back to... Okay. Sorry, staff in the background are playing with each other.
Hey.
That's right, you're right here at galaxy107fm. It's unseasonably hot in here today. It's got to be. You know, we're coming into winter time. America, of course, coming into summer right now. And believe me, I'm sure they are hanging out for a bit of relief from winter. Believe me, it can be very harsh in places in the United States. I know, I've been there a number of times. Now, at the same time, young ladies, you come from a warm area anyway in Houston, don't you? You don't see too much snow up that way, do you?
No, we actually did have a snowstorm this winter, but it's very, very rare.
Yeah, believe me, I've been to Houston a few times, same with Dallas, Austin. Believe me, I've been all the way around there. Used to tour with a band, coming out of Australia with 4 letters to it. And we seem to just never get out of Texas there for a long time, to be very honest with you. Now, I have a fan question for you. Thank you very much. As a fan, how do we get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? But more importantly, do you respond?
Yes, we do. We do like all of our own social media stuff. All of our social media @ and handles are at WildFire Sings. So that's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you want to, whatever social media you use.
Very, very cool. Now, at the same time, do you have a website? But more importantly, do you have a merch store on your website?
Yes, we sure do. So our website is www.wildfiresings.com. We have all of our merch on there, all of our 8x10 photos, shirts, CDs, contact information.
Very, very cool. Now you're going to sell, excuse me, you're going to sell koozies all over the place. You'll be watching the T-shirts running out like crazy. You really will. Now, at the same time, can we link in and download your music from the website?
Yes, you can. So if you do want to download the music from our website, it's just under the music tab, or you can listen to it on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon Music.
Absolutely brilliant, because believe me, yeah, the people have spoken literally since we've been playing your music, and as I said to you, we're finding it difficult to get through a breakfast show alone without playing it. Everybody needs and wants to know where to go and get it. Believe me, it is worthwhile. Go and check it out. Believe me, you can't get wrong. You really can't. If not, tune into Galaxy. You will hear it all the time. Here at Galaxy, WildFire is a major feature. Now, at the same time, you've done a few radio shows and stuff like that. Which was the best one you thought you'd done?
We actually had a podcast last night that we had a lot of fun doing. But there's so many. They're all, they're kind of the same, but then they're different. So I don't know. What do you have any?
Yeah, I maybe think I could pick.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. And give them a shout out as well, because believe me, they recognise talent, and we do too. We scour the world, literally. Now, Barbara, which is fantastic, I've got to be honest with you, she gets between 30 and 50 bands a day from around the world wanting to do the interviews, wanting us to play their music, wanting us to promote them across the board, all the gambit, you know what I mean? And then she goes out and finds, in a spare time, I don't know who gave her spare time in the first place, but, in a spare time, she goes out, searches the interwebby thing, comes up with absolutely brilliant talent like WildFire. Absolutely stunning, really stunning. And I got to be honest, we do scour the world. We have a team that look everywhere for the best music because we're only allowed to play the best here at Galaxy. Barbara absolutely excels in it. She really, really does. Comes up to you guys, brings it to me. Now, I have no information. Literally, she gives it to me on a USB kind of device that I play in my car. Now, I got to be honest with you, a couple of reasons for that. First reason is, well, I go driving. I like to be able to spend time in my car. I got a very, very cool stereo in my car, I must admit. And nobody else can influence me on whether or not I want to do the interview. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
So that's the first reason. The other reason is, well, nobody wants to drive with me. Believe me, they kind of think going sideways is weird.
Oh gosh.
I don't think so at all, actually. I really don't. And even Barbara's son and grandson are New Zealand champion car racers. You know, they like going sideways all the time. So, you know, we kind of got something in common here. Barbara just won't go driving with me sideways either. But, you know, nobody else wants to. But I get no information. All I hear is your music. When I first heard WildFire's music, I went, yes, we've got to do the interview. And I've got to thank you for responding to our team here to be able to make this happen. I really, really do. You must get a huge amount of influences and people wanting to do interviews with you all the time. What makes us different? Well, I tell you what. 74 countries today, 121 cities around the world right now are tuned in. And I'll give you the final numbers per se after we've done the interview, because believe me, you will be absolutely amazed. It's just like, you know, not just one person. But even if it was just one person, it's somebody that we're influencing, and it's nice to just have someone.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Clever.
Tell me all about it.
Yes, so Just to Have Someone is again, you know, a song about not just staying with someone, whether it be in a friendship or a relationship, just because it's convenient. You know, do what's best for you. Yeah, and I think that sometimes, I think that a lot of people get involved in toxic situations, and you don't really realize till you come out of it. And a lot of times we stay in friendships and relationships because we just want to have people around us, and you think, oh, I have to be friends with these people. It's all I know. And I think that you can get trapped in that mindset. So this song is kind of focusing on a personal relationship and feeling like you just want to have someone, just like the title.
Absolutely love, love, love it. By the way, Molly Dietrich, nice to have you back, my friend. How's Charles? Coming out of Florida. Very, very cool. Jacksonville, Florida, too. They've got a good wrestling place down there as well. And so, believe me, absolutely fantastic to have you with us. Here's WildFire coming out of Houston, Texas, and Just to Have Someone on Galaxy. Gosh, it's hot. we have that Kiwi air conditioning. It's called Open a Bloody Window. Yeah, we do. Can yeah, please? Yeah, thank you. Dear, dear, dear. Ludwig's. Where did the name come from? It sounds very, very German. Have you got German descent there?
Yes, it is German, Yitzwig, and I guess somewhere in our family lineage there was somebody that was German.
Yeah, our grandma does a lot of ancestry stuff, and I don't know, there's so much, I don't even know, but we're German, yes.
Okay, no, believe me, it's not often, I love people's names, you know what I mean, and I like to know where the origins. I got to let you know, I was actually born in Phoenix.
Oh, wow.
I'm an American by birth as well, and my father was a native Indian coming out of Arizona. My mother was Scottish. which is now this. How do I explain this one? You know what I mean?
How can I explain you?
So I went through my genealogy, and literally I went and met families because my father adopted me out here in New Zealand. He was called up for the Vietnam War, thought this was going to be World War III, wanted to leave at least somebody safe somewhere somehow, and I got the job actually to go and find another family, which is a whole crazy idea in its own right. Believe me, if I ever told you the story of that, you'd crack up. But I did meet my birth parents, and well, they explained everything. But you know something?
Yeah.
I got a fascination for people's last names, you know, and finding out what the genealogy is, what the heritage is. No matter where you are in the world, I love to know about what your heritage is, because people count. People are important. And just wondering, how would you like to send us a couple of CDs that we could do a couple of giveaways with?
Of course.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, if I got Barbara to give you all our details and stuff, more importantly, how would you like to send me a T-shirt that I could wear?
Of course.
And if you've got a pink one, I love pink. It's my favourite colour.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
For sure. Just send us all the information and your sizing and color preference and all that.
Nice. Today I'm wearing the Wolves. People who are watching these, they get on the interwebby thing. Before you know it, you've sold a heck more T-shirts and koozies and guitar picks. That's right, you're right here at galaxy107fm. My producer just says, gosh Grant, you're not shy, are you? No, I'm not, you know, it's all about promotions, and if I can coax the young ladies to part with a T-shirt or two that I can wear while I'm doing interviews with other people so that you, the viewers, can see who I am wearing. Today's the Wolves, by the way, good friends of ours. Well, you know, it's all about promotions, isn't it? Yeah, at the end of the day. And besides that, you get to know who these people are. One way or another, you really do. Molly, nice to have you with us. It really, really is. We haven't spoken for such a long time. Coming out of Jacksonville, Florida, nice to have you. And best wishes to Charlie as well, okay? Very nice to have Charles with us as well. Now, I got to tell you, young ladies, that your most requested song at the moment, you have two. Kind of neck and neck, to be honest, because a lot of people are requesting both songs, and believe me, I'm playing these ones, particularly in the breakfast show, more and more and more. Tell me about Billboard Sign. Why is it so successful? You've got about, 1,375 requests to date.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's crazy to think. I think it just kind of puts people in a good mood. The melody is definitely like very happy, and you know, the whole message can really connect with people on a lot of different levels. So I would say that that's why it's successful.
Well, you know something? It connects with our audio audience. We don't call them fans, we call them our audio audience, because they love to participate in many, many different ways. They've been getting in touch with us. They've been requesting it day and day and day and day. Believe me, our receptionist at first started off, I got to be honest, she would hand me a list in the morning of how many requests for each, and that's how we put our breakfast show together, is primarily how many requests have gone for each song. And she would start off handing me, you know, a piece of paper saying this many requests for this particular song and artist. So, okay, it's got to the point now she hands me a USB device and says, you deal with it. It is getting absolutely ridiculous here. Now, before we go to Billboard, I do want to ask you one thing. It's been I've been wanting to ask this ever since I first heard your name. Where did the name come from?
Yeah, so this name, I mean, we don't have a crazy, like, story behind it, but I always say that it just came to my mind. I remember we were all sitting in this green room debating the name,
And I always remember that. And I was like, what about WildFire? And they liked it, and now I think that it was meant to be because it represents a lot of heart and soul into what you do and a lot of passion and love for the music.
I get it. I really do. And thank you for explaining it to me because, believe me, the first time I heard WildFire, I went, interesting name, wonder how they came to it. So there you go. That explains that. Here's Billboard right here at Galaxy. So, would you guys, I know it's COVID virus and everything like that, but I don't see that lasting for a lifetime, right? Okay,
No.
It kind of feels like it right now because not too many shows going down, but when we, and here in New Zealand, we are not allowing people into the country just yet, but we will do soon. We actually have a trans-Tasman bubble thing going on, but that's about it. But when we lift the border up again, would you guys consider coming to New Zealand to play?
100%. We want to travel all around, and we're super excited to kind of experience that.
Definitely. In the near future, like in the next few years, I'd love to travel to New Zealand and Australia. I just love the area.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people that have lived there in the past, and they really had great experiences with it. So
Nice.
maybe like a live-in for 6 months or something. I don't know.
Well, I tell you what, we could do better than that. We really, really could. But Barbara has, well, she's the manager of Aurora Entertainments that brings bands into the country, tours them up and down, does all the logistics, everything like that.
Amazing.
Now, I presume you would have guardians or something with you guys as well? Or are you going to ditch them?
Most likely.
Yeah, I'm the babe, so
Yeah, and she's my parental guardian.
Yeah.
I actually wanted Kayla to get rights to be my parental guardian. She said no.
weird. I don't know.
Well, I tell you what,
Yeah.
believe me, we'll put Barbara in charge with you guys. You know, I hope you guys like shopping. Barbara's an Olympic shopper.
They can go and stay with
Yes,
my
we love shopping.
my granddaughter. She'd love that.
Yeah, absolutely. Believe
What
me.
about the boys down at the racetrack?
We would have to keep them away from the boys. Yes, we would.
The racetrack.
Yes, we would. Believe me.
You're 18, 19, 21.
Yeah, believe me. But we would love to have you come to New Zealand, play in New Zealand.
Yeah, we would love that.
Say about 4 shows here, maybe about 8 shows in Australia. Make it worthwhile. What do you reckon?
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
Cool. Let's talk about that.
Yes.
You know, as an engineer, you don't often find a band that absolutely stands out. And believe me, I've been doing this for a good many years until I heard WildFire. Now, guys, where did you get your work recorded? Well, did you do it in a home studio or was it done in a professional studio?
Yeah, so the song that you just heard, Billboard Sign, was recorded in LA, and then a lot of our songs we recorded in Nashville. Recently, because of the pandemic, we've been recording the music tracks in Nashville, but then we record our vocals in a local studio. But yeah, all of it's like professionally recorded.
Yeah, believe me, I can't fault your work. I got to be honest with you, and believe me, as an engineer, I don't listen to music as a fan would. I kind of break it down into its increments and figure out how it's been done, where the shading is, the whole gambit. And I really, really listen closely to this work. I can't fault it. Whoever's done this work, believe me, award-winning. All right? Give them a pat on the back and keep working with those folks because they know what they're doing.
Yes.
And you'll be surprised. I hear so many different tracks. You go, oh my gosh. Who mastered that? You know what I mean? So, believe me, well done, literally. Now, very, very briefly, while the music was playing for the audio audience, I was talking to the young ladies and said, well, maybe, just an idea. How would you like to come to New Zealand to play in front of New Zealand audiences? They loved the idea. Then I sort of, an Antipodes kind of deal. We would take them to Australia as well, do a few shows over there. Yeah, only because we like their money, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Love that.
I don't know about you guys. You see, well, New Zealanders and Australians, we have this love-hate relationship with each other. It's much like the Canadians and the Americans in ice hockey.
Yeah.
We play rugby union, but, you can relate, right? And
Yes.
so we have this kind of relationship. And, well, we would stand up and fight for each other, but, we also would stand up and fight against each other as well. You know what I mean? Anyway, we love to give the Australians a bit of stick. Especially when we find out stuff, and believe me, I've been around Australia a lot, they can't even spell beer. I'm not kidding. I got a beer can, it had 4 X's on it.
Oh.
I mean, seriously, you can't spell beer.
Wow.
You can't spell beer. Fair enough. Now, if you do decide that you want to come to New Zealand, and we would be honoured to be able to tour you guys around New Zealand and show you some absolutely fantastic parts of our country with pride. I've got to be honest, we're not going to take you anywhere shady and, stuff like that. Might even take you out to Barbara's farm. You can go and chase the sheep and all that sort of stuff. That's fun.
Yeah. That's cool.
It is fun, but she won't let me ride them.
No, you're 6'2" and 2
I'm she's going, no, you're 6'2". Come on. Okay, fair enough. I'm no good at sheeping anyway, but believe me, Barbara has huge amount of farm animals and everything. A fantastic place. In fact, we've done concerts there, to be honest. It's been fun to do. Having said that, we would love to be able to show you around other parts of New Zealand, including, we talked about Hobbiton, of course, Lord of the Rings. That's about an hour and a half away from where we are right now. And some of the indigenous parts of New Zealand, meet some of the indigenous folks, namely the Maori. Learn a bit of our culture here in New Zealand. And believe me, unlike popular belief, not all of us are wearing grass skirts and stuff like that anymore. That's so 2020.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've moved up now. We've found out what canvas is all about. Anyway, are you guys up for a challenge?
Sure. Let's do it.
I love this. Here we go. Have you ever heard of a hoo-hoo grub?
No. I don't think so.
Okay. You know what a caterpillar is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is, well, nothing like it, to be honest. It's big, it's white. It's like a double-decker bus to a mini. Literally, it's big, white, got a black head. And what you do, now check this out. You put the live body in your mouth, rip off the head, and don't eat the head, it's yucky, it really is. I'm loving the looks right now. And when you crunch down on this, it's like eating creamy peanut butter.
What? Wow. I have never heard of that.
Believe me, I'll get Barbara to send you the instructional videos to show that. I'm not pulling your leg. Oh, yeah, believe me, it is one of the indigenous folks of New Zealand, the Maoris, one of their delicacies, literally, and we traditionally do this with every band, every person we bring into the country through Barbara's company, to, just keep up tradition. Besides that, well, you don't drink, do you?
No.
She can in our
Yeah, you
country,
might
though.
by the end of it, literally. you never know. Believe me, I've said to so many people, alcohol. Always have alcohol
No,
involved.
they're just young
But,
ladies.
well, now, do you know much about New Zealand?
I mean, I'm not like super educated on New Zealand, but I definitely checked out the country and just looked at. It's beautiful. We both think it's very beautiful.
Absolutely, it really is. And we're very proud of it. We're clean, we're green, we're a friendly race. We love
Yeah.
people, right? We're made up of 3 islands. Now check this out. Right down the very bottom of New Zealand is a little island called Stewart Island. The only island that actually got a name. Now, I'm big on renaming things, and believe me, you'll find this out as we go. But the next island, would you believe, whoever named New Zealand ran out of an imagination and called it South.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're just following directions at this point.
You won't believe me, South. Yay, great name. What happened to Bob, Brian, your mate, Stuart? Huh? Why South? And then the next one, ingenious folks go North. Brilliant.
Wow.
Yeah, believe me. They went to university to study all of 3 weeks for that one, and believe me, they did. But we are known as the land of the long white cloud, Aotearoa, and otherwise known as New Zealand. And we would love to show you around. Now, down the west coast of the South Island is a little place called Hokitika that has a wild foods festival, right?
Oh, okay.
Well, you're familiar with festivals, candy floss, hot dogs, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, not there. Literally. You might find kids wandering around with deep fried locust on a stick or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Real wild foods. It really is. And may I suggest stay away from the mountain oysters. They can repeat on you. They can. Believe me, I've tried those. Anyway, Terry Van Cannon's joining us, coming out of North Carolina. Nice to have you with us, my bro.
Thank you for the compliment.
President of the
No, he's not
Blues
the-
Association.
No, he's not.
Not anymore? Okay.
No, it
has been. Former.
No.
Right. Okay. It's amazing to find out these great artists. Well, yes, Terry. Yes, we always find great artists. And today, would you believe, stunning young ladies coming out of Houston. Talented beyond belief. Going to make a mark in the world anytime now. Literally. Keep an eye out for WildFire, Terry. Believe me, you'll say in a year or so, Grant told me so. Believe me, it's going to happen. Now, at the same time, young ladies, have you ever heard of a place called Queenstown?
I think so.
No, and I don't mean Queensland. That's in Australia. That's where men wear long dresses and high heels.
Okay, so yeah, I definitely have heard of Queensland, but I've never heard of Queen's Cow.
Okay, well, let me give you the skinny on this, because believe me, we're going to take you there, okay? And for a start, flying into the place, it's wall-to-wall wall. Literally, it's like this mountainous area, boom, you're there, okay? But having said that, and believe me, I do skydiving. I have done for a good number of years now, almost 40 years. The turbulence going in there is absolutely fantastic. You can be bouncing in your seat like crazy. Now, I had one guy, rather large guy too, by the way, coming out of Chicago and was flying into Queenstown for a business thing. He was white-knuckling him. Literally, sweat pouring off the guy.
Oh, wow.
The guy looked almost alabaster. He was that white, right? And he looks at me, he says, "Do you think we're going to crash?" I says, "Don't worry, we'll go straight to the scene of the crime." He literally, when we landed, kissed the ground.
Oh, wow.
He did. He was that panicky. So yeah, it's a roller coaster getting in there. A lot of fun. It really is. But it's a place where all the A-listers from around the world go and just hide, get away from the paparazzis, possibly the wife even. You never know. It's a place where they take their good friends and just go and have some fun. Brilliant place. Absolutely stunning. You never know who you might run into. Shania Twain owns property down there. Keanu Reeves, before the COVID virus, was down there. Tom Cruise, the whole deal. They go there. So you never know who you might run into, but then you might run into me. You don't want to do that. Let me tell you, if you run into me, well, I'll throw you off a bridge. Yeah, have you ever tried bungee jumping?
No, I haven't skydived, bungee jumped, none of it.
Oh, believe me, you're going to. You're going to. Believe me, it's going to be a lot of fun for you. But you're not Australian, so we'll attach the bungee, okay?
Stop scaring them.
You'll love it. You really, really will. Best thing for curing vertigo anytime, you know, literally. In fact, after you've done a bungee jump, you'll come to me and say, Grant, now I'm ready to step out of a perfectly good plane.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Hey, I'll tandem with you any day, literally. Believe me, a lot of fun. Take you to Rotorua, and you will love that. You really will. Let's move on, because believe me, we have one last song for WildFire right now, and I've absolutely been elated talking to these young ladies. Tell us about Gorgeous.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Tell us about Gorgeous. You know, Borgeous. Is that not one of yours?
No.
Okay, well, I tell you what, the production team have put it in there, so I'm going to get rid of it, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to replace it with one other song of yours that we do have here on hand right now, Nostalgic.
Yes, that's one of ours.
Okay, now tell me about that one. I'm going to have a go at the production that's setting me up now. Gorgeous? Come on.
So,
Gorgeous.
so Nostalgic. Yeah, Nostalgic is a song that I wrote for my own personal life. We both did. Just kind of highlighting the confusion that many of us face if we are nostalgic about a relationship that we were once in but need to move on, or if we actually are still in love with the person, because those two feelings really do get mixed up for a lot of people. So it's literally a song of questioning ourselves.
Hold on, all the way through this, and let's start this off with Cut You Off, and then we go on to Hold On to That, just to have someone, billboard sign a little to the right, and then we're back here. This is all about tragic relationships. You guys aren't old enough.
No, I think I think that some of these songs are things we've observed in our life as we've grown up, and about friendships too. So yeah, it really just is all around our life experience.
So, believe me, you young ladies are going to find men and get married in no time at all. Find love, literally, and find, you know, other people did that. You guys are safe. You're going to be fine. You really, really are. And you know something? I think it's rather nostalgic, to be very honest with you. You're right here at Galaxy. Here's WildFire live at Galaxy and Nostalgic.
Maybe that was supposed to be gorgeous.
Could have been gorgeous. It could have been. But it said gorgeous. No, I'm not kidding. It really did. And I'm sure production are having me on today.
Look at them laughing at you.
Yeah, of course they're laughing at me. What else would they do? I've got one of those faces. I've got the perfect face for radio, literally. And then Barbara puts me on camera. Nice, Barbara, thanks.
It's all good. I've gone.
It's all good.
Ladies, will you release new music with us? Will you come back again?
Yes, of course.
Nice, honest. Believe me, as I said, this is not like the rigid 12 questions that everybody else asks. This is more relaxed. It's like having a bit of fun, but it does cover your music. It covers you guys, and it covers your songwriting. And believe me, I want to ask you just before you leave, who is the primary songwriter?
We both kind of write about. Yeah, I would say Kelly. I kind of get more of, like, she kind of creates the concept usually, and like comes into the rights with like a idea and a melody, and then I feel like we both honestly equally contribute. Yeah, I'm usually with our co-writer.
I get that. I understand that. Now, at the same time, I have people that say to me, you know, Grant, I wrote that on a McDonald's napkin. when I was out with the kids. It was that quick, you know what I mean? Believe me, some of the 5-minute songs can have that longevity, you know what I mean, and last forever and a day. I get that with Billboard, literally. That one there, and I got to let you know, there's a huge amount of people requesting that. You know what I mean?
That's always really, really great to hear.
I am not going to see this one leave our charts here at Galaxy anytime soon. I've got that feeling, okay? But what I'm asking is, will you come back again? Will you release new music with us? Can we try and get you charting? Because we would love to be able to get behind you and promote you.
Yes, we love that.
Nice, nice. And believe me, there may be 1 or 2 people that are watching this right now that may want to talk to you about a label or something. What are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
It's lunchtime?
22.7.
22.7. So you win so far.
I do.
Oh, is that what you were pointing out to me? Oh, don't worry. We've still got one more degree to go to win. I'm going to come from behind, Barbara. I'm going to win it.
How you know?
Oh, we have this competition about what the temperature is going to be, right? Because the weatherman never gets it right. I mean, today he says 17 degrees. My gosh.
He's off.
I'm sure he throws a dart at the dartboard and says, yeah, that'll be it for the day. You know what I mean?
It's just worked out from years before. And
Well, the thing is, he needs to live in the area to find out what it really is going to be like.
Here.
Yeah. Not Wellington, poke your head out the window and go, COVID is going to have rain today. I'm pretty sure that's what happens. Anyway, let's wrap this up, but don't go anywhere just yet, because we do a couple of things after this you might find humorous. I just had Rookie on the line saying to me, sorry Grant, I got that one wrong. Yeah, kind of muchly you did, bro, but never mind. We'll put $20 in the swear jar for you. What do you reckon? Go on, put it in, and we'll not say anything else again. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Usually they're very, very good, the production team. They handle everything very, very nicely. It's not often that they make mistakes, so let's fleece them. Put $20 in the jar. Yeah. Now, okay. We've been talking today to WildFire, 2 sisters coming out of Houston, Texas, and with an aspiration too, by the way, of travelling around the world and everything like that. Now, while you guys are at school, are you studying for anything in particular other than music? Are you looking at other kinds of careers?
Yeah, so I'm currently studying like business and stuff. I'll be starting here in the fall, and then also real estate as well. Yeah, and I have a while to figure it out, but I want to study law and I want to do real estate.
That's very, very cool, and I wish you all the best, both of you, for getting that, and thank you for being very, very mature with the us Kiwis here in New Zealand. We're not so mature, I've got to be honest with you. So
Of course.
thank you for being very mature with us. We would love to be able to follow your career as you go through, so please keep in touch with us. Keep loading us with new music, and please keep writing new music, recording new music. I've got to be honest, it's a selfish thing. Without people like you, I don't have a job.
It's very true, yeah.
Okay, so we need you to be able to do that so that we can play you to everybody in the world. And believe me, sometimes it feels like everybody is listening. I've got to be honest, they really are. So don't go anywhere just yet, because we are going to do a couple of crazy things after this. And then, believe me, you'll get a copy of everything. But in the meantime, let's switch over to Studio B. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 4 after lunchtime, noon, 22 degrees right now. Have a very happy and successful day. See you tomorrow.
Galaxy 107 FM.